Knowledge that God so loved the world that he gave us his only begotten Son. From all your friends at Doublebee's, Merry Christmas.
For a nation searching for a voice to guide it through this modern-day wilderness of popular culture, politics, business, and sports. In these troubled times, we turn to one man. That man is Bill Vickery. Born with rural American values, possessed with superhuman brain capacity, buttery smooth charm, razor-sharp wit, chiseled good looks. He's chosen to use his superpowers for the good of all mankind. So this Sunday, the nation turns to this man for answers and direction. To Bill Vickery and the Sunday Buzz.
Be. I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just a beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Well, finally back in the saddle here in the studio on a bitterly cold Sunday morning in Little Rock, Arkansas.
That would be an accurate description.
I think the wind chill's high teens. Temperature itself is somewhere around 25, I think.
Yes.
And so, yeah. We did get the 7 minutes of commercials out of the way on the front end, but hey, somebody's got to pay for this juggernaut.
Right.
Great to see Big Sarge. Liked his hat. You know?
Yeah, that was festive.
He's the kind of guy that can pull off the funny, fun Christmas hat.
Yes.
Yeah. He can pull that off. Others, I can't.
No.
I'm not so much.
Me either.
Yeah. But Big Sarge can. You know. Big day yesterday in Dallas. Hogs got it done, and I don't want to jinx it because it's looking a lot like 81 swimsuit issue. Christie in the Bahamas. It's starting to look like that. I mean, two-piece bikini. My mom took it and immediately threw it in the trash. And, of course, I got it out of the trash. So we're looking like that version of Christie Brinkley. Not the sweatpants, cold cream, those little patch things you put under your eyes. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. I was on a flight this week. Lady gets on the plane, okay? And I mean, first of all, in her pajamas.
Oh, jeez.
You know, have some self-respect, woman.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to dress up, but don't.
No, pajamas. I mean, barely pajamas. The Uggs. Some sort of bag that she's trying to jam underneath the seat. And she has, and I noticed, and I thought, well, wait a minute, I can't. She still is wearing her, she's got these little patches on under her eyes for the
eye puffiness.
Yeah, eye puffiness. I'm like, ma'am, you're clearly a woman in your late 40s, early 50s. Like, you're a grown woman. Like, have some dignity about yourself. This is not, we're not in your bedroom, you know?
I think that's the personification of no flips given.
It was, she had, and albeit an early morning flight, okay? I'll give you that. Still, you know, but if you're going to do that, I mean, pretend like you're a Muslim and just cover up all the way. You know? That's where Muslim women have it. They're not worried about makeup. Of course, you know, their husbands can go Ike Turner on them at any moment in time, and that would be perfectly legal by Sharia law. So anyway, I'm sitting next to her, and I keep staring. I could not help myself. The woman was a wreck. And she had some kind of sock-boggany hat on, and she pulled, and her hair was all janked up. And again, you know, it's like, you're around people, other human beings. Have some respect. Have some self-respect. And you could tell she still had some overnight stuff on, like the corners of her eye, like the patches were underneath. Mm-hmm. You know? Why don't you just ask me to pull your finger, lady? That's what, you know? That's where we are. So I just stared straight ahead for a while. And thank goodness she didn't say anything to me, and I didn't talk to this mummified body, you know, in her fleece pajamas and her Ugg house shoes.
Just be glad she did you the courtesy of a shower.
Well, I mean, hey, don't know. Well. It did not look like it. If that woman showered and then put all that garb back on, no, I'm thinking she came straight from the biscuit.
She just rolled out of bed and came that way,
She came straight from the biscuit and just did not care. Still had all her stuff on. And I didn't see where she went when the plane landed. I purposefully didn't want to be around that because I thought, boy, her husband, God bless him. But it looks like we could have the 81 swimsuit cover of Christy Brinkley this year. So we'll make no bold predictions. I learned my lesson last year. We'll make no bold predictions this year. And I don't want to jinx it. But playing hard defense, and that was a really good Texas Tech team.
Very good.
Now, it's a two-man team, Toppin and Anderson.
Yeah.
Because they ended up with 70% of their points. And the Anderson kid then had like 11 assists. So, but they cooled off from three in the last 5 minutes. And we got it done. Roy Acuff. Is he related to Roy Acuff, you think? The great country singer from the 50s? Nobody knows who I'm talking about. A few people know who I'm talking about.
I mean, I know who you're talking about, but I think that might be a bit of a stretch.
I don't think so, yeah. I don't think so. And Brazil, Trevin Brazil is the Taylon Green of this team, okay? I look and think, no, okay, yeah, that worked out. And then here comes a goofy turnover.
Or a goofy foul.
And a goofy foul and kind of a little bit out of control. And then there's an amazing tomahawk dunk or a great defensive play. I'll say that for him. He does play defense very well. Uses his length, you know. But then, so you think, oh boy, huh? And the Acuff kid, well, are the two freshman guards. And then Knox, Richmond off the bench. Pringle played well. Hingle McCringleberry.
I heard this at the in the office at the Democrat Gazette yesterday. Mm-hmm. I can't remember who said it, but I just remember hearing someone say, Acuff is the guard we hoped Boogie Fland would be.
Yeah, very good point. I mean, takes charge.
Does better with physicality.
I was going to say, he's able to drive the lane under control, and his upper body is always moving, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, he's right at the rim. So not out of control, not crazy. Then he shoots a mid-range jump shot. Thank goodness, you know, a mid-range jump shot. They were hot from three. They ended up shooting like 55% from three, and they were, but they went cold down the stretch. And hats off to a good aggressive defense played, especially midway from the second half, 10-minute mark onto the end of the game. So again, I don't want to jinx it because it's not Christmas yet, And we've got this is we get a cupcake on Tuesday?
Right. Queens from North Carolina Tuesday night, and then you go to New Jersey to play Houston on Saturday.
Yep. That's the next big game. That's a really, really good Houston team.
And a likely, perhaps, top 15 matchup.
Yeah, most probably. You got to figure we'll climb, what were we, 16? 17? 16?
17.
17. Well, yeah, because it was a...
Texas Tech is 16, yeah.
I figure we'll jump into maybe the top 12.
Well, the thing
13.
that helps with that is what my Nebraska team did.
Yeah, I was going to say,
yesterday.
hats off, man. Let me ask you this. They keep moving like that. Matt Rule staying at Nebraska, or unless he might go to Michigan, I guess.
I would think not, but I've been wrong before.
And we're going to, listen, jam-packed with football. So after what happened last Sunday while we were live on the air with Notre Dame and the whole week that was with Notre Dame, okay, we got to get Dave Latour on. So I first of all did a wellness check on him immediately after, and it was touch and go there for a minute. It was touch and go. So good, but I thought, why not have, noted Notre Dame booster and Republican political consultant extraordinaire from Pennsylvania, our man Dave Latour, who's been on the program several times, and on after the Notre Dame Arkansas game, as he and Boston Paul and I with it. So we got to hear from him. So we'll have Latour on. Let's just put it this way. We got to have the edit button ready to go.
Okay.
And
dump button's right there.
I said, he wants to take issue with somebody specifically. Here in Arkansas.
I think I might know who that is.
Yeah, no more 6 and 7 jokes or anything like that. So we'll talk to Dave in the final segment of this hour. Then for most of the second hour, it's stats. We'll go through the matchups, who's playing whom, what does it look like. What a great Army-Navy game yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. What a great – and this is – when people make excuses for young people – excuse me. He lost his temper. Well, he's only 19. He's only 20. There is no bigger rivalry in sport, all due respect to the Iron Bowl and Michigan, Ohio State and all that. It's Army-Navy. They are literally playing in front of their future bosses.
Yep.
Okay? And the intensity for those young people to win. And I think there was one pre-snap penalty yesterday, one false start on Navy, I think. I think that was the only pre-snap penalty. And then there's no taunting.
Nope. There's
no unsportsmanlike. There's no losing your head in a bench-clearing brawl at the end of the game. It can be done. It can be done. We just choose to not demand it of young people who can do it. But we just make excuses because, hey, let's keep him on the team. Oh, yeah. No. And there was a game that goes down to the wire. Fourth thing. I mean, what a play. What a game all the way around.
Yeah.
Just a well-played game. Lots of running. Lots.
Yeah, if you like running offense, that's your game right there.
It was a Harding Bison football game.
Speaking of which, congratulations to Harding for going up to Pennsylvania and doing what they did.
Yes. So, but hats off to those kids, and Navy wins it in a flurry, really. So already a buddy of mine who went to Annapolis weighing in. I mean, and that's just it. You can't tell me that's not as big a rivalry or bigger than the Iron Bowl. It doesn't have all the craziness with the goofy fans and then tempers flared. And again, I point all that out that we choose to make excuses for young people and adults when I give you Army-Navy. I give you a game that's played with one pre-snap penalty, that's played with no unsportsmanlike, no post-game brawl.
Right.
Just the opposite. They have to recognize one another. So, and it's just, I mean, you watch that game and see those kids, and they're going on to do something much bigger. And much, so a heck of a football game. Hats off to Navy, who will probably finish. Navy could finish inside the top 15, depending upon how the playoffs shake out. And listen, we know what's going to happen to James Madison. I've said it on the program. We'll talk with stats about it. They're the Make-A-Wish kid who gets to score the touchdown at the spring game. Shouldn't be in there. We'll talk to Latour about it. Shouldn't be in there. Frankly, Tulane shouldn't be in there. Just give me the 12 best teams, now the 16. We'll talk with stats in the second hour. Latour, in what I hope will be an edited version of the conversations that we've had. We'll talk to him in this hour about Notre Dame. And, how about this, Todd? If I had said to you, well, the Lane Kiffin move to LSU is going to be the most controversial, talked about sports story, you would have said yes. And then what if I then said, well, okay, Notre Dame and choosing not to play in a bowl game, and is it petulance or is it strategy? And what is it? That's going to be, they're left out of the college playoff. What is that? Okay, that's going to be, no, there's an even bigger story. Michigan said, hold my beer. That's exactly. Yes. Michigan looked at Notre Dame and said, hey, hold this Falstaff, hold my Schlitz while I get here. Hang on, watch this. Unbelievable.
More like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, my gosh. It just, truly, and just heartbreak. And then you see the photo. He's on a suicide watch inside the, just a tough one, man. That's a tough one all the way.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. And did you know this? And I looked this up. Michigan has had 11 staffers either arrested or banned from the sport for rules violations since Jim Harbaugh started coaching there. So I realize he's, last year and this year, but from the start of the Harbaugh tenure through today now, 11 staffers. I'm not talking about athletes. Usually you're looking like,
right.
Kid got pulled over for DWI. Oh, boy. Or, stayed out too late or, public. Here we go. These are people that are on the staff.
Yeah.
When Jim Harbaugh started through Sharon Moore, through the horrible thing, 11 staffers either arrested or banned. What again? Nora's going to get us out here. It's all Christmas music. And by the way, Hanukkah starts tomorrow, right?
I think that's correct.
It's the first day of Hanukkah tomorrow. First day of Hanukkah tomorrow. Then, of course, we embrace Kwanzaa on the day after Christmas. We love it all. We love it all on this program. Stay with us.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know, Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell from Bell Chevrolet. Football season in Arkansas is one of my favorite times of the year. And I think we can all agree that game days are better with tailgating. Fourth quarters are better with game-winning field goals. And the best played games are better with teamwork. And just like on the field, Bell Chevrolet is better because of our people and their dedication to our customers. Shop Bell Chevrolet and BellChevrolet.com today. Together, let's drive.
Lowe's December deal drops are here, just in time to give your home some love before holiday hosting. This week, get up to 40% off select major appliances. And members, save an additional $60 on the Maytag top-load laundry pair, now just $9.96. Plus, save up to $20 on select Moen kitchen and bathroom faucets. Shop December deal drops all month long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/17. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Oaklawn Sports presents Oaklawn Game Day. It's an inside look at the week's biggest games, exciting prop bets, and the latest betting lines from Oaklawn Sportsbook. Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum, give you all the information you need to place your bets at Oaklawn. Catch it on The Buzz Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and again Thursday mornings at 5:30 before Morning Mayhem. Oaklawn Game Day on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
Bell & Schwartz Gentlemen's Store has stores within a store. The Martin Dingman Lodge leather goods, accessories perfect for Christmas bags, wallets, gloves, socks, and cigar cases. Name brands Gentile, Cricket Razorback gear, Peter Millar apparel, and Fiore athleisure wear. Bell & Schwartz quality men's clothing, the only store with a tailor on staff for your custom needs. Bell & Schwartz, 1011 Oak Street in Conway, on Facebook and Instagram.
More of the Sunday Buzz with Bill Vickery.
You are now free to turn up the volume as loud as you want.
Sister Hazel.
Is that who that is?
Yeah. Marking the beginning of Hanukkah at sundown tomorrow night. With Hanukkah beginning tomorrow, woke up to horrific news. Again, thought what happened up at Brown was bad. And then you turn on the news and Australia, there's mass shooting outside a Hanukkah celebration, and just, oh man. And the guy's tackled by a bystander who was running a fruit stand. Guy tackled him from behind as he's shooting at people. There's a guy running a fruit stand. Next thing you know, he's gone. He's all over this guy, wrestling him to the ground. Things happen like that, and I can't wrap my brain around how somebody could do that.
It boggles the mind.
It just is. I mean, people. It's a cliche to talk about unspeakable acts and things like that, but it is. It's. I just can't. Okay. Got to get it together here, and so. I found this week. Since we're coming up, we have one more show left. Next week, Todd and I will do a combination celebration and end of the year program. Christmas celebration, New Year's, the end of Hanukkah, Christmas, beginning of Kwanzaa, and New Year's. Predictions, reflection, all of that. But I had to look. I found this from this week from something called Glimpse. The most searched people in 2025.
Okay.
Ballpark guess. Give me just one name. Throw it out there.
Kim Kardashian?
You're going to think this is funny. Not on the list.
Okay.
Not in the top 10.
President Trump.
Number one easily. Number one, I mean, by far number one. And I'm assuming this is obviously social media searches and Google. They take they combine everything together. So, yeah, Trump's number one, Tay Swift 2, Bad Bunny 3, Ariana Grande, who went from being kind of hot to Karen Carpenter at the end. I mean, what's wrong with her? What's happened to her? You see her. I mean, she and the other chick from Wicked. That's a situation. I don't know, but she's. I mean, she looks like she eats a green bean every other week, and that's it.
Right. So you're saying it's the female equivalent of a bromance?
The two of them, when they do and I know it's probably shtick, and it's a way to promote the movie, and they're together and all that. But I worry about that woman. You know, she was cute, and now it looks like a big gust of wind would knock her over.
Right. Her and President Biden.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon Falls. Hey, a wind. Whoops. Use the auto pen. I still think it's hilarious, that picture of the auto pen up. Kevin Case will be excited about this one. Max Verstappen, the Formula One guy, number 5. Drake.
Okay.
Drake in at number 6. Lady Gaga in at 7. Poor Elon Musk. He's sandwiched in between Lady Gaga and Olivia Rodrigo.
Wow.
And finally at number 10, Selena Gomez. I got to tell you, this does shock me to some degree, some of these people on here. But it's a global, where's no Vladimir Putin in this? Well, I guess you can't search for Vladimir Putin. Xi Jinping, you cannot search for Xi Jinping on the internet in China, the president of China. You know what you also won't find? Any mention of anywhere in the nation of China. Anywhere. You can't find it on social media. You can't get it on your phone. You can't get it. And some people believe that you can be disappeared by merely making reference to Winnie the Pooh. Look it up. True story. Winnie the Pooh is outlawed in the nation of China because similarities between Xi Jinping and Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you can go to jail, Chinese jail now. I'm not talking about,
we're not talking about
federal
Martha
prison.
Stewart.
Yeah,
Martha's Vineyard.
Something exactly. We're not. It's Southern
Med.
Florida. Yeah, with the line on the ground. Chinese jail for mentioning Winnie the Pooh because it's been compared to Xi Jinping, and so no Winnie the Pooh. So China, you can't get any results out of China, nor can you get any results out of Russia. So Trump 1, Tay Swift 2. Ariana Grande way up there. Max Verstappen, Drake, Gaga, Musk. Frankly, Olivia Rodrigo and Selena Gomez. That shocks me.
People probably mistake Selena Gomez for Olivia Rodrigo.
Right, there we go. Yeah, it's a bookend. Yeah, like, hey, I went to, oh, no, wait, that's not who I want. Yes. That's one. That's a good point. And did you know this year's, the Oxford English Dictionary Word of the Year? I mean,
no clue.
This is, of course, every year, the Oxford English Dictionary, they produce a word that's usually uniquely defined for the first time in the Oxford English Dictionary. Sometimes it's already been a word for a year or two. Sometimes it's a little retro, and it comes back, like I said, with the hot Christy Brinkley, like we saw yesterday in Dallas. So the word of the year for 2025, rage bait, which I think would be a cool wrestler name, you know, or a cool action figure name. I'm Rage Bait. Online content deliberately designed to elicit anger or outrage by being frustrating, provocative, or offensive. That just sounds like the show. The show's all Rage Bait.
Given the show that's on before this one, it sounds like something you could use to go catch.
Yeah, well, exactly. What's working? Well, Rage Bait's working real good on Topwater. Yeah, so Rage Bait. That's the word of the year for 2025. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, we'll do this. And let's do this. Because I want to give Dave plenty of time.
Sure.
So we'll talk to Dave Latour, Notre Dame, outspoken Notre Dame booster, and media personality in the Northeast, and well-known and well-respected political consultant. We'll talk with him and about them. And look, you can forget the playoff next year. It's going to be 16 teams easily. And really, that's where it's. I know. Well, get to 24, and no. Let's get to 16 and leave it there. And we got to get rid of. Hey, James Madison, outstanding founding father. America owes a debt. James Madison, big time leader, but should not be in the college football playoffs.
James Madison, Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison, James Madison, Madison Avenue. Okay, we'll talk to Dave Latour about why Notre Dame was shunned. And is it, are they just being crybabies, or is there legitimate something going on here? Stay with us.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Through the fields we go.
What drives you? Family moments, new adventures, or just the love of the open road? Whatever it is, Gwatney Chevrolet is here to help you get there. For generations, we've been more than a dealership. We've been part of life's milestones, big and small. With a team that puts you first and a car buying experience that's easy and stress-free, we're here to find the perfect vehicle for what drives you. Visit us in Jacksonville or online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hi, I'm Nathan Schulman with Schulman Theaters, and I'm excited to invite you to the grand opening of our newest location, Film Alley Breckenridge.
Now open, and we've built something special for you and your family.
A place where you can watch the latest movies, bowl with friends, let the kids loose in the arcade, and enjoy great food and cocktails, all under one roof. It's more than just a theater, it's a place to make memories. Find out more by visiting us at breckenridge.filmalley.net. From our family to yours, welcome to Film Alley Breckenridge.
Ready for action? Your Little Rock Trojans are turning up the heat. Be there when the Trojans take the floor at the Jack Stevens Center on December 22nd. Little Rock women tip off against Hendricks at 5 o'clock. Trojan men square up against Baptist at 7 o'clock. Every play, every shot. It's the hottest game in town. Get tickets today. Single game tickets and multi-game ticket packs are available at lrtrojans.com. Don't miss out on the action. Get your tickets now at lrtrojans.com.
Whoa. More fiber?
What?
Down here, buddy. It's me, your spoon. Constipation with belly pain still coming back?
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, but Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. If you didn't see the film Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, watch it. The subject matter is grim, but the message is really important. And the performances of Steve Carell, Keira Knightley, Martin Sheen, and a stellar cast are terrific. And when the Walker Brothers' epic song, "The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore," plays, it will hit you with the force of a hurricane. Find those you love and tell them, and give them a hug. And while you're at it, stop by Double B's and get some fresh-baked cookies. Does anyone not appreciate a fresh-baked circle of deliciousness? Yeah, they do. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go for cookies before the world ends. That's Double B's.
From all of us at MNB, we'd like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. We know that some of the best times are spent during the holidays with family and friends, creating memories for many years to come. And we would like to say thank you to all of our customers who have supported us through the years and made us a part of your family. May your holidays be filled with joy and many blessings. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from all of us at MNB.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit ConwayWealthManagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Now, more of the Sunday Buzz with Bill Vickery.
It's existential, yet it's so accessible.
Hey, Mr. Santa, how's it looking? That 32 waistline, you better get cooking. We need a big Santa. It's almost Christmas time. First stop, we gotta get to Chicago. The secret to the pizza there is in
Dave Latour is the founder of Latour Communications. He is a prominent and well-known and well-respected political consultant and media personality throughout the Northeast, primarily in Pennsylvania. He is has been a, can we call Dave now a frequent guest?
I would say that, yes.
A frequent guest on the Sunday Buzz and an outspoken booster for Notre Dame. Dave, good morning.
Do I get a smoking jacket for the third appearance?
You do. We will send you a coffee mug. You'll get a coffee mug.
Thanks.
I did appreciate a picture. You're in your Arkansas Razorback hoodie this morning, so I appreciate that.
I am as we speak. As you know, I loved my time going to the Notre Dame game this fall. It was fantastic. Everybody was great, cordial, friendly, awesome SEC football atmosphere. I could not be more of a Razorbacks fan. But I just have one question. Who the heck is Ryan Silverfield? Who is that?
Good point. Hey, look, what can be said? It's I don't know. I'm at a loss for words.
Hey, look,
a lot of these guys, just kind of come out of the blue, it seems like. But anyway, yeah.
The last time, I was on the show with our friend from Boston.
Yep, Boston.
We made it very clear. NIL is the future of college football.
Right.
Clearly, your AD, Yurachek, did not take that to heart because Something tells me if you guys are focused on football NIL, Ryan Silverfield would not be the head coach of a great SEC program. And let me be very clear about that as an outsider. An historic, great SEC program that deserves to be great. Arkansas fans deserve better than this.
Why is Notre Dame not in the college football playoff?
Let's just get right to it.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I know you're hot. I know you're fired up. I know. So here we are,
Well, I wanna
statewide
get all the
radio in
pleasantries.
Arkansas. I give it over to you,
I want to
Dave.
get I just want to get all the pleasantries out of the way. I love SEC football. You know that. I've got
Yes.
great respect for
Yes.
it. What your listeners have to understand, first of all, is all the nonsense about Notre Dame versus Miami. I don't know a single Notre Dame fan who thought Notre Dame should get in over Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought it. You lose the head-to-head, that's it. It was a close game, although Miami fans are really trying to spin that it wasn't. It was a close game. Notre Dame lost by 3. And as Notre Dame fans, we also accept the fact that we lost our 2 toughest games on the schedule by 4 points. One was an extra point to Texas A&M. We could argue about an SEC official not calling an obvious holding that would have won the game for Notre Dame. But it is what it is. Calls happen. That's the way it goes. We lost 2 games by 4 points. We accept that. We never thought Miami should be ranked below us. But Hunter Yurachek, who was in charge of the college football selection committee, they put Miami way behind Notre Dame. And then all of a sudden, in a matter of a month, Notre Dame loses a playoff seat. My comparison is not with Miami. My comparison is with Alabama. And I'm only following the words of the great Hunter Yurachek, who the penultimate schedule, the penultimate ranking, for some reason, Notre Dame, despite winning by 30 points or something over Stanford, drops. And Alabama, who barely survives against an Auburn team without a head coach, needs a fourth down play at the end, which is apparently heroic, I guess. They move up a spot. And, I heard Yurachek talk about how, it was a great rivalry, and Alabama stormed out to the lead 17-0, which I found hilarious. Listen, and by the way, I love the Iron Bowl. Watch it religiously every year. But Notre Dame, Stanford, and I'm not going to sit here and say Stanford was a great team this year. It's a rivalry. It's a big rivalry. In fact, Bill, do you know the first time Notre Dame and Stanford played? I bet you don't.
It was right after Lincoln was assassinated.
Exactly. 1925, just after he was assassinated.
Yes.
The head coaches in that game, Newt Rockne and Pop Warner. That's how historic this rivalry is. And by the way, from 2009 for the next 10 years, Stanford won 7 out of 10 games.
Yeah.
It is a rivalry game that Notre Dame dominated, yet somehow they just happened to drop 1 spot in the penultimate rankings. When I saw that, I knew right away the fix was in for Alabama, and it was absolutely in for Alabama. You could say anything you want. You could talk about how great the SEC schedules are. I can tell you Oklahoma's best win this year was Alabama, which had its worst team in 2 decades. I can tell you Ole Miss's best win was Oklahoma. I could go on and on and on. Middling SEC teams beating each other and the committee giving them credit for it. So at the end of the day, Notre Dame, I'll go back to this, Notre Dame, nobody to blame but themselves for losing the 2 biggest games on their schedule. But clearly, they were set up for failure. They lost 2 spots in the rankings despite winning 10 games in a row by an average of 30 points. No team's ever done that in history. They had the second longest winning streak in the country behind Indiana. So you add it all up, and Notre Dame again didn't win their big games, but again they were ranked where they were by the committee. Okay, they were ranked where they were by the committee, and they just got out politicked. They got out politicked at the end of the day by Yurachek listening to Greg Sankey. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Instead of did Duke winning in overtime in front of 3,700 fans at the ACC championship game, did Duke because I mean that it's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassment. They play that game in Charlotte.
There's no doubt about it.
1,500 fans. I mean, Hendrix College, where I went, has more people in the stands for a football game than the ACC championship game. But
no question.
But with that,
I think that's
with that in mind, two questions to you. One, instead of trying to justify ham-handedly from a comms standpoint, and you understand crisis and strategic communications better than anyone that I know. That's what you do for a living. Okay.
Right.
Because we have to have these ranking shows 4 or 5 weeks in advance, they've got to create some rationale for why doesn't Yurchek just come out and say, look, ACC was horrible. The championship game, we didn't want either team. Now we're going to put Miami in as sort of the ACC representative, and we really shouldn't have to put both Tulane and James Madison in. So it ought to be, we should have Vanderbilt and Notre Dame in instead of these two, and then that would round out what was my buddy Stats Northworthy, who's going to be on the next hour, is very fond of saying, and he's right, they're announcing a television schedule, and you can't leave your biggest star. You know what I mean? You can't you can't have Magnum PI and then not have Tom Selleck in the episode. Why do we do that?
Listen,
Why do we do that? Why do we have to have this goofy analysis?
Look, NCAA's doing this because they know the smaller schools will sue if they don't have access to the playoffs.
Well said.
So as a Notre Dame fan, I can't even look at that. Yeah, I can't even look at that right now. I just got to go back to what the rules were this year. And if you look at how these teams were playing at the end of the year, it's hard to argue Miami and Notre Dame weren't better than Alabama. And let's not forget, Alabama Notre Dame had more yards rushing in the SEC championship game than Alabama. Let's just be honest. Alabama had -3 yards. They lose by 3 touchdowns. 14 out of the last 15 conference championship losers all moved down in the playoff rankings. Guess who did it? Alabama. Yeah. Again, I give Greg Sankey all the credit in the world. He worked the system well. He politicked it well. And quite frankly, Notre Dame being an independent now has become a problem for them. Although I would argue they can't get an automatic bid. Conference champions get an automatic bid to the playoffs. So Notre Dame's already at a disadvantage. But when you're the only independent in the room, nobody's politicking for you. And I think Sankey absolutely out-politicked Notre Dame in this case.
I'm going to leave next year and the automatic bid if Notre Dame's in the top 12. I'm going to leave that off to the side. Did Notre Dame, because we're going to talk about that when we do our preseason special next year and you come on. So
right.
Okay. Is it but the reaction from the athletic director and the school to announce we are not going to play in a bowl game, did that
loved it?
And so explain the rationale behind that, because I know you know what went on behind the scenes. But then, did that push over the domino that guarantees we get to 16 next year and we can start eliminating these smaller schools?
Well, it's funny. A lot of us have been advocating for a playoff for years, for at least 20 years, and all of a sudden universities are starting to wake up and realize, oh, wow, more teams, we can make more money. I cannot believe they've been this slow to the draw for something like this. But, when it comes to the whole idea of you just have to laugh about the whole thing. I mean, you really do, because they've made a mess of it. And for me, for Notre Dame, we love tradition in college football. We all love tradition, right? Every school has their traditions. Notre Dame's tradition is independence. Yet I keep hearing from every fan across the country, got to join a conference. You got a cupcake schedule. And by the way, I don't like their schedule either. I don't like the ACC schedule.
Yeah. I was going to say,
if I were Notre Dame,
if you were in the ACC, you would have a cupcake schedule. Let's be blunt. So, I mean, it's not like you would have benefited from being in the ACC.
Yeah. They got into the ACC arrangement back when they were still able to schedule credible Big Ten games. And now they're running up against a problem, Notre Dame, where USC has joined the Big Ten, and now USC, their biggest rival, is waffling on continuing the series. If Notre Dame doesn't play USC, to me, that is a call that they have to make a move. And that move should be away from the ACC, which I don't think is going to be around much longer. And honestly, I think Notre Dame leaving its affiliation with the ACC would hasten that. I'm a big Yeah, I love Notre Dame's independence, but I also recognize that a lot of things have changed in college football. A lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And Notre Dame's no different in that regard. And so if I were Notre Dame, Bill, and I wanted to join a conference, the Big Ten fits in so nicely with the regional alignment and the established rivalries. If I were Notre Dame, though, I would join the SEC.
Yeah, it does make sense. Because to your point about it adds, I'm trying to think, it makes the regional nature very interesting. Meaning that you've got Notre Dame coming down to play in Tuscaloosa, but everybody gets to make that trek up. You've been very kind. When Arkansas plays up there, we're very much looking forward to that.
We're going to party hard.
If they still play it.
Yeah, true.
Good point. Good point.
Let me ask you this one last time. We're bumping up next to a hard break to get out of here, Dave.
Sure.
Will we have 16 teams in the playoff beginning next year, and how radically different will it be?
I think we'll have 16 teams, but I think they might jump all the way to 24.
Wow. I
think they see the dollar signs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was 24. That makes it easier to take a smaller school into the field.
Yeah.
But I really feel like I think 16's granted, but I think 24 is really possible.
You made a great point about the legal jeopardy that college football faces by excluding the small schools.
Right.
And that does open the door. Hey, Dave, thank you for coming on. You did not use any profanity regarding Hunter Yurachek. I must say I'm a little disappointed in there, but I know you cleaned it up for me. So, anyway,
no problem.
Hey,
no problem.
Here's the thing. You know what? We're not Michigan. We're not Michigan.
Right.
So.
Yeah. When all is said and done, we are not Michigan.
We are not Michigan. Merry Christmas, buddy. Take care.
And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to your listeners.
Yep.
Take care.
Dave Latour. He was very diplomatic today.
Very much so.
Very diplomatic. Okay. Lots to discuss with Stats on the other side of the break. Stats Norsworthy, WHBQ Radio in Memphis, will be with us for most all of the next hour. So we have a wide variety of topics to touch on with Stats. Stay with us.
I won't even wish for snow. I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for St. Nick. And I won't even stay away to hear the magic reindeer click. I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. I can hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one that I need?
This just in. There's a report out of the North Pole that Santa will not be in a sleigh this year. He has a new GV80 that he bought during the signature event at Genesis of Conway. According to a spokesman, it was the big offer that did it. The GV70, GV80, or G70 at 1.99% interest for 60 months. As for the reindeer, they'll be given 5 years off. A visit to Genesis of Conway, and you too will believe. The future of luxury today.
On your way to the Little Rock Airport, business travelers park fast at Expressway Airport parking. As you park, our shuttle picks you up, and a 60-second ride later, you're at the airport. Download our app and earn rewards. Simply scan the virtual gate pass to enter and scan again to exit. No waiting. Your receipt is emailed to you. Pay less than municipal airport parking at Expressway Airport parking, left of the airport entrance, next to the Comfort Inn.
1037thebuzz.com. Get your iPhone or Droid app today and take us with you everywhere the wind blows. KABZ Little Rock.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know. Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if you've put off updating your bathroom all year, then now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is a local company installing American-made products, including bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Don't go into a new year with that old, outdated bathtub. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH. You can have a beautiful, easy-access walk-in shower installed in as little as 1 day, featuring our revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall systems. So call now during our year-end blowout sale and receive half off labor on a new bath or shower. That's right, half off labor. Plus, hassle-free financing with 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase. And call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. And with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, once you receive a free design consultation, your price is locked in for 1 year, no matter what. Bath Makeover of Arkansas proudly serves the full state of Arkansas, offering custom bathing solutions backed with lifetime product warranty and 5-year workmanship warranty. Remember, during Bath Makeover's year-end blowout sale, receive half off labor on a new bath or shower. It's so affordable with 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Whoa. More fiber?
What?
Down here, buddy. It's me, your spoon. Constipation with belly pain still coming back?
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, but Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Join the Zone each Monday for Game Balls and Jockstraps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their Game Balls and Jockstraps on the Zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for Game Balls and Jockstraps only on 103.7 The Buzz. Is your yard ready for whatever Mother Nature throws your way? At A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, we make sure it is. Whether it's weatherizing your flower beds for the seasons ahead, building strong retaining walls to prevent erosion, or installing French drains to keep water where it belongs, we've got you covered. And when it's time to elevate your outdoor space, we build custom decks perfect for relaxing or entertaining. Call 501-794-2770 to transform your yard into a space you love, rain or shine. A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770, where we bring the green to your life.
From Central Arkansas to South Arkansas to Northeast Arkansas, across the state to Northwest Arkansas, you will find a Beechwood hospitality property. From the Haywood in El Dorado to the Hilton Garden in Jonesboro to the Doubletree in Bentonville and the Staybridge Suites just south of Baumwalker Stadium, Beechwood Hospitality has a room for you. Beechwood Hospitality is the leader in hotel property management in the state. Make sure you find a Beechwood Hospitality hotel for your next overnight stay.
Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
I'm Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. How much easier would life be if you could take away your stresses and worries with one phone call? Just turn all of your problems over to a person and let them de-stress your life. That's what we do at Blackman Auctions. We are much more than an auction company. We take your unwanted assets in your life and turn them into money in 30 days. Organize, market, deal with attorneys, real estate agents, debt services, closing companies, and those members of your family. You know who they are. Making your life as easy as possible since 1938. Better auctions or Blackman Auctions.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Here, football is a religion, and Saturdays are sacred. Players live for one moment. The seconds of a game-winning pass. Live on forever. Where football is more than just a game. It's a way of life. The nation's best conference. An American tradition for over 75 years.
I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I shall not forget the price I paid for it.
To the 30, Lindsey's got 35-40. Lindsey's got 45-50, 45-40. Run, Lindsey, 25-20, 50, 10, 5. Lindsey's got.
Here's to Bo Jackson. Jackson's on his way. Goodbye. 71 yards for Bo Jackson.
Jones looking. Jones now throwing to the end zone, and it is complete! A touchdown! Oh, my! I can't believe it! 31 yards to Vickery Birmingham in the back of the end zone.
Billy Cannon watches it bounce. He takes it on his own 11. He comes back upfield to the 15, stumbles momentarily, sets the 20, running hard at the 25, gets away from one man for 30, still runs at 25, 35, 25. Billy Cannon raced some 89 yards for a touchdown.
Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Well, that music can be only one thing. When you hear Dua Lipa, you immediately think of this man, Stas Norsworthy. The two linked together. Page 6 has them canoodling in a corner at Avenue in Lower Manhattan a couple of weekends ago, but we don't know whether that's to be believed or not.
You could do a lot worse than canoodling with Dua Lipa.
Yes, canoodling. Stats, good morning.
Good morning, and it is not to be believed.
It is not. Okay, you can confirm that was not you canoodling with Dua Lipa.
Merry Christmas, Bill.
Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. So let's get okay. Let's start here because I did want to talk to you about this, and you and I haven't had a chance to really get into this. Is Michigan is this as bad a situation at Michigan that we've seen in college football since Sandusky and Penn State?
It is, but it won't be reported as that like that because it is Michigan. Remember, it only gets reported at mock 12 levels if Ole Miss has somebody lets a recruit sleep on a couch at a hunting club.
Yeah.
But Michigan should be born into very, very roughly, and it should be led by so many from that august Michigan J school like Adam Schefter and Rich Eisen and Tracy Wolfson and Nicole Auerbach. But don't hold your breath. They're not going to do it. Michigan's already kicking the can, getting a law firm from Chicago to do an outside third party review. Where's their board of trustees?
Yeah.
Where's their president of their university? Where's their AD? Well, we know where their AD is. He's one of the dumbest imbeciles in college sports, and he showed it last year on the College Football Playoff Committee. Bill, how in the world, in 2 years of expanded 12-team College Football Playoff Committee, we've now had 3 chairs, and one was Ward Manuel, another one was Mack Rhodes, and the third was Hunter Yurachek. One's out of a job, one should be out of a job, and unbelievably, Hunter Yurachek was allowed to hire the new Razorback coach.
Shoot, my question just left my mind because I wanted to dadgummit stats. I'm sorry. On the Michigan situation, just very quickly, how do they resolve finding a coach, or do they just let the big fat rich guy coach the team? Or would he be the best guy to coach the team going forward? I mean, this is
Bill Posey. No, they can't do that. First of all, Sharon Moore should have never been hired.
Yes,
it was a panic hire.
Yes,
with everything going on with Harbaugh and Ward Manuel, just like he did with Juwan Howard in a panic hire, he hired Sharon Moore for all the wrong reasons. And now this happened. And don't think this all just broke in the last 2 weeks. They have known for most of the calendar year 2025. They were trying to get through and just win a ball game against Ohio State and get in those playoffs and hope it all goes away until Sharon Moore literally just burned his career up in one afternoon.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, did you know, and I looked this up, and I've been able to verify it to some degree, that from the start of Jim Harbaugh's tenure at Michigan through Sharon Moore's arrest, 11 staffers have either been banned from college football or arrested during that period of time. I'm not talking about student athletes. I'm talking about people, adults.
And Bill, don't leave out basketball with Juwan Howard and Dusty May right now, and the team that they have. That's salving over a lot of things. But Juwan Howard was a blithering idiot. Ward Manuel is, and Sharon Moore is. But in Michigan, how high and mighty they always are. They love to cop. We don't do stuff like the SEC. We don't pay the money like they pay. We don't do the NIL like they do. We don't do things that the SEC does. Now look at them, and once again, look at the Big Ten. But, Phil, I took a certain delight this week. I'm not kidding you. Last Sunday morning when that college football playoff bracket popped up on my TV, the number one thing the most enjoyment I've ever had out of sports, my team, the St. Louis Cardinals, being there for the David Freese home run in October of 2011. Really close to being up there was last Sunday morning and seeing Ole Miss on that football bracket after everything we've been through. Some of it self-inflicted at times, but everything we had been through to work this hard to be up there. And then the week that followed, Ole Miss in the college football playoff, why the two national pinatas are Notre Dame and Michigan.
Well, let me ask you this. Did the committee get it right? Because you heard my buddy Dave Latour, and I thought he did a good job. Obviously big Notre Dame fan, big Notre Dame booster, but he had some good points, I think. And he seemed fairly reasoned. He was a lot less adversarial to Hunter Yurachek than I thought he was going to be. He's obviously calmed down some since last we spoke. But did the committee get it right?
they got it right with the teams. I think they mostly got it right with the seedings. But anybody lobbying for Notre Dame, you got to love it really locally. The Notre Dame fan you can run into in Little Rock and in Memphis, and you know, most of them never enrolled a single solitary second at Notre Dame. A lot of them, because of Catholic faith, is the reason why they like Notre Dame. Okay, fine, all that's fine. You can be a fan of whoever you want, and a lot of them it's the side team, you know, to Arkansas. But you got to love that they like mentioning how bad they beat Arkansas. Well, I would like to tell them they beat an Arkansas team that was it. They finally quit on pit balls, on jukebox hero, on old cold beer. They quit completely that day. He was done that day. And, oh, by the way, that team that they did splatter finished 16th out of 16 in the SEC.
Yeah. Have I been stupid to have missed Indiana as good as they are? I mean, I thought, okay, they'll be found out in Eugene. No. And I thought, okay, well, they'll be found out against Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. No. They got the Heisman Trophy winner. Why have I been so slow to pick up on Indiana?
Because the brand, and we were all slow. None of us really believed it last year. It took until last Saturday night in the Big Ten Championship game, Bill, for us to believe it this year. And I will tell you, as a Heisman Trophy voter, I did not vote for Fernando Mendoza, but he seems to be a really put-together, fine young man. I voted him third. My vote was 1. I voted for a 1,300-yard running back with 20 touchdowns. Can you tell me who that is?
Jeremiah Love?
That's the Love kid?
No, it's Kawan Lacey at Ole Miss.
Oh.
Nobody knows that because all anybody's been worried about the last 6 weeks with Ole Miss has been the coach. I voted for Kawan Lacey 1, Diego Pavia 2, and Fernando Mendoza 3. But, heck, Bill, I've had worse votes than that in my life. I voted for Mitt Romney.
Well, I was going to say, let's don't air our dirty laundry stats. I think we've all cast some votes.
I think I may have once voted for Bill Alexander even. Oh, my God.
I had a couple of votes in a Miss Hawaiian Tropic contest once that I'm not proud of, but I don't want to get too far down.
Right, and I'm sure you were a gentleman there.
Oh, of course. I mean, I was judge number 2, you know. So
at least you're not Dan Lebitard selling your baseball Hall of Fame vote.
Oh, yeah, he's an embarrassment. Lebitard's an embarrassment. But I got to stay focused while we got stats here. Okay. Who is the team? Give me, and take Ole Miss out of it because I happen to think, you know, you get Tulane, Ole Miss gets Tulane in Oxford. I think they'll beat the poop out of them again, and this is something that the committee has done. We have 2 rematches in this first round. I thought we were supposed to avoid that, but yet here we are. So I think Ole Miss can make a run, and you know it's multiple weekends that you should probably block out. But let's take Ole Miss out of it. Give me the team that's not one of the 4 seeds that you think, wow, they could be there at the end.
Oregon, the 5 seed. I think they can with Dan Lanning. But Indiana has accomplished a lot. But there is no world where Tulane and James Madison have better teams than half of the SEC and the Big Ten. That is a ridiculous statement. Whole cloth, ridiculous statement. In fact, James Madison may only be better than one team in the SEC, and that's Arkansas. And in the Big Ten, they may be better than Purdue and Maryland. Tulane, I do think Tulane's better than about 3 or 4 teams in the SEC and about the same in the Big Ten, but they got their special dispensation because of their conference. They're not better, and that's what we've got to get to. We got to get to the best. We got to get to meritocracy. We got to get to the homecoming queen is the best-looking girl on campus. The valedictorian's the smartest kid on campus, and we all know who both of them are. We need the 12 best teams or the 16 best teams or the 28 best teams. No automatic qualifier for anyone. Everything should be at-large berth.
Shouldn't we stop at 16? Isn't it? Because that's what happens in Division II, Division III. You get 16 teams. I mean, I don't want to see the 21st best team. I just want to see the top 16, and let's duke it out in 14-1.
FCS is 24 teams.
Oh.
Bill, I suggest we should stop at 8 teams, but we're not going to do that because we got to have more money because we got to fund more badminton programs that nobody cares about, nobody wants to go to. It would be cheaper just to fund them to go to school, and we never buy a racket for them, but we do. So we got to keep coming up with more money and more funding, and it's going to grow from 12 to 16, but I don't think it will for next year, and that's after the SEC has gone to 9 games and only one open date next year. Yeah. Get ready for a logjam, a train wreck of 9-3 and 8-4 teams next year, and this committee has shown they look at that left-hand column and they love it. You know, and I know it, everybody in the sound of your voice and this radio station knows last year that Ole Miss was better than SMU and should have been in that bracket, but wasn't because of Hunter Yurachek. But this year, it was too big to rig, won too many games.
Let's do this. Let's take a break. I want to get a little deeper down into the teams that were on the outside looking in, Texas, Vanderbilt. Why do we not respect Vanderbilt more? They got the number 2 guy in the Heisman Trophy vote.
Brand.
Yeah. And I want to ask you about coaches staying put. And are the so-called brand teams, I mean, does it really matter? Does it really matter anymore given the fact of NIL's outside influence? Yeah. Hang with us.
Gonna get drunk on Christmas. Can't be sober when I'm over. Everyone's bipolar. So cut the crap and get some Jack and put it in my soda.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. I know you're stuck on what to get her for Christmas. Hey, I got your back and your legs and your face and your arms and your shoulders and your neck. How about a relaxation massage or a whole spa package? For $125, she can get a 30-minute facial, a 1-hour massage, and time in our Himalayan salt infrared sauna. Go to avabelladayspa.com. Merry Christmas from Ava Bella Day Spa.
What drives you? Family moments, new adventures, or just the love of the open road? Whatever it is, Gwatney Chevrolet is here to help you get there. For generations, we've been more than a dealership. We've been part of life's milestones, big and small. With a team that puts you first and a car buying experience that's easy and stress-free, we're here to find the perfect vehicle for what drives you. Visit us in Jacksonville or online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code STATION25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code STATION25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code STATION25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
I'm Scott Romine with Gwatney Buick GMC. We've been advertising on 103.7 The Buzz for over a decade, and I have personally worked with our sales rep, Hope Hankins, for 8 years. Hope keeps us up to date on Razorback and high school sports sponsorship opportunities. Gwatney Buick GMC has long benefited and enjoyed partnering with The Buzz. If you want to advertise your business on The Buzz, I recommend you call Hope Hankins at 501-773-7321.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
We're keeping Arkansas beautiful. Want to lend a hand? Don't be afraid to get them dirty. Every day, volunteers around the state are picking up litter, planting trees and wildflowers, recycling, and more. You know what these volunteers need most? Help. Volunteer today at keeparkansasbeautiful.com. Learn more about all our programs. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
Thank you for joining the Sunday Buzz. Here's your host, Bill Vickery.
Unbelievable.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa-la-la-la-la, fa-la-la-la-la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa-la-la-la-la, fa-la-la-la-la. Don we now our gay apparel.
Oh, that's some baby making music there now.
Right?
Time. A little bit of eggnog, baby.
Little SoCo mixed in.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Stats Norsworthy with us. Sorry, Stats. I was getting up in the club there for just a second.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it is the season. You're exactly correct. Do we? I want to. Well, let me ricochet back real quickly. You saw the Army-Navy game yesterday, correct?
I did.
Why do we make excuses for 19, 20, and 21-year-old kids when they act out, or grown adults when they lose their temper, they commit pre-snap penalty? I mean, one pre-snap penalty in that whole game, as intense a rivalry as exists in sports. No unsportsmanlike, no bench-clearing brawls. These are the best among us, and they played a spectacular game, dramatic, a crushing loss, a euphoric victory, and then they go stand side by side and sing the alma maters at either end of the. Why can't we expect the rest of us to behave that way?
Because the adults won't hold them to that standard.
Yeah.
They are held to that standard.
Yep.
When they get to football practice at 3:00, that's the easiest part of their day.
Yep.
For the rest of the college football, except for the Air Force and the Navy, when they get to football practice at 3:00, that's just starting their day. Yeah. We don't hold anybody to any standards. We don't hold the adults to any standards. We don't hold boards of trustees to standards. We don't hold university chairs of departments to any standards, because we know at a lot of those levels, Bill, it's like the upper reaches of the swamp. It's like DC. It's just like government. There's no expectation. Now in sports, the result of the game, that matters, and they're held to its end. But we always make excuses, and we always accommodate wrong.
Aren't we looking at college football in the wrong way? Don't we have a lot of what I call 1970s thinking, like, oh, well, you can't win there or there. I mean, given NIL, I watched a really great Texas Tech basketball team yesterday. Now you're going to see their football team. They have bought their way to big-time college athletics inside of 3 years.
But they have, but they also have been good before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little offended by Texas Tech and Ole Miss bought their way to the party.
Yeah.
Well, Ole Miss has won a Cotton Bowl with David Cutcliffe, Houston won Sugar Bowl with Hugh Freeze. Won games with Lane before NIL really hit big. And to all the people that's so offensive to, and I hear this a lot about Ole Miss, Well, if Ole Miss can do it, then Arkansas can do it. Well, go do it. I've been hearing that now for 5 years.
Yeah, I get the bigger picture that I'm trying to paint here, Stats, is these so-called brands, that's no longer it in college football. That's 70s thinking. Now, everybody has the gorgeous locker rooms and the latest in nutrition and weights and conditioning.
And 10 hot tubs.
Yes, and cold plunges and medium plunges and, waterfalls. Everybody has the stuff and the tools.
Everybody. That's opening bid. Yeah. You have to have that or you have no chance. Now, what a lot of these places that tapped into, you say 70s thinking, I say 90s thinking.
Okay.
I mean, you've got to quit thinking about, you can't do it there because with the right coach and the right mix, you can. Look what Indiana's done last night. Winning the Heisman, that's the 11th different Big Ten team out of 18 to now win the Heisman Trophy in the SEC. It's 9 out of 16. The idea of somebody winning a Heisman at Indiana 3 years ago seemed far-fetched.
Yeah, so to me now, it's less about the so-called brands, and it's more about athletic department leadership, coaching, but under the athletic department leadership umbrella, I put an aggressive, active NIL program, a commitment to fundraising to employ the type of scouting and the talent evaluation and
like pros.
Exactly. I contend most athletic directors were raised under one set of circumstances, and overnight it has ricocheted to a very different job. And I could almost contend that anyone over the age of 50 should just step down as an athletic director because the world has changed, and you were raised studying the old Soviet Union, and it doesn't exist anymore.
Bill, better than that, over 50. I would take somebody over 50, but here's what you can't have. You can't have that Mr. or Miss Right resume of they started at so-and-so place in their 20s, and they were in the ticket office, then they were in the foundation, then they moved to associate AD, and they've been to every NCAA symposium you can think about. No. You don't need any of that. You need a CEO type. You need somebody as AD at Arkansas that is affiliated with the Little Rock and the Northwest Arkansas business community that can put on that red blazer and go tell the story of the Razorbacks, and they know it by heart. They don't have to be taught how to call the Hogs. They don't have to be taught about tradition. They know it by heart, and they can move and shake with the big boys, and that would rally people more than anything else instead of hiring the next dude.
Yeah, I just think that for most of these guys, their training, to your point, is that they've had a pedigree one way, and they have been to all the NCAA symposiums and the thises and the that's. And really now, because we're talking about two sports, let's be blunt here. Baseball breaks even, okay, good. You got to make money.
In a couple places.
You got
very few places.
Yeah, Arkansas, I think, would be a place where baseball breaks even.
Yes, no doubt.
But you got to make money on men's basketball and football, and that's not even a 50-50. That's a 75-25 deal there. I mean, so it boils down to being good at baseball so that it pays for itself, and basketball and football now, they cut the checks to everybody else. So you got to have that right.
Everybody else. And when you're talking about brands, look at that Heisman vote for yesterday in the final vote. You had Mendoza, quarterback, winning it. You had Pavia as the runner-up as a quarterback. And then the next quarterback, Gunnar Stockton at 7. At 8 was Trinidad Chambliss from Ole Miss. And at 10 was Haynes King at Georgia Tech. In the preseason, here were your quarterbacks that were mentioned. Manning, Nussmeier, Klubnik, Lagway, Lenoris, Nothing Sellers, Mateer, even Taylor Green, that sack of bones at Penn State, Drew Aller. Everybody in July and August, they have it wrong because it's such a groupthink pack herd mentality.
Yeah, I used to say that you got better commentary and insight and reporting in college football than you did on politics but it has changed so much over the last decade now that you just kind of have a group from there are really good sports reporters. There really are. There are some really good sports reporters. And then there's the other 90%, and for the most part it's a pack, to your point, and they all write for stuff that they've created themselves and they're barely breaking even, and so they just sort of go along with whatever that groupthink is, and that's why you don't have. Now, I will say this. Nobody saw Trinidad Tobago Chambliss coming. I mean, he put it on Arkansas. He won the game. He won the game for Ole Miss, and then from there it was a rocket ship that he's been on all season long.
And it's a great story, and I had him post game after the Arkansas game. Now, he had appeared in the first two games late in the game, late against Georgia State in mop-up duty, big lead, and late at Kentucky after Austin Simmons got hurt. Bill, here's the story. If Austin Simmons doesn't get hurt, he has that kind of year. But Lane Kiffin and Joe Judge can coach quarterbacks. But it ended up being Trinidad Chambliss. And we had him on post-game, and I'm not kidding you, Bill. I looked him in the eye, and looking back at me was Jack Bauer. Man, it was Crane Killer. And I thought, we got something. And Ole Miss, they have it. And I told him in the locker room after the Egg Bowl, I said, you're not going to win the Heisman, but you're the best story in college football.
What's more impressive this year, the Mendoza kid at Indiana and the way he led that team, or Pavia having done it once already? I mean, it wasn't like he didn't come out of nowhere. He had the come out of nowhere season last season, and this Vanderbilt team didn't sneak up on anybody. And, it was a rock fight in Tuscaloosa, and similar. It was a Texas holding on for dear life at the end. Those are the two blemishes for that team. Otherwise, they told everybody they were going to beat. I mean, Pavia practices his end of the game toss into the air and all that. I mean, so which was more impressive to you?
Well, I think it was Pavia, and that's why I voted him second on my ballot and Mendoza third. And he had done it in back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Mendoza did it once, and frankly, Mendoza did it mostly in, I think, a pretty light Big Ten, and Pavia did it in the SEC. And those two losses, Vanderbilt finished 10-2. We got so hung up last Sunday and Monday and Tuesday in arguing over Notre Dame, who started 0-2, had 10 wins against teams that won a total of 55 games. They beat nobody, but we were arguing over Notre Dame and Miami when I think the argument should have been Vanderbilt should have been in the Miami spot.
Yeah. I've thought that that's a deal where we've not paid enough attention to Vanderbilt, and they got hosed because, again, as I said, they lose on the road in Austin and on the road in Tuscaloosa, and how
about this? And with my vote yesterday, and Quan Lacey didn't even finish in the top 10. That breaks a string back to the first Heisman Trophy in 1935 that Jay Berwanger won. That every year ending in 5, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all teams and until now had been won by a running back. That broke the string last night with a quarterback winning in a year that ends in 5.
Okay, give me your analysis of how the college football playoff works out.
I think the final game will be Ole Miss and Alabama.
Wow. Okay.
Alabama finds a way to win narrowly at Norman next Friday night.
Yeah.
Same style of game against Indiana, 17-14, 2017, something like that. Then they get Texas Tech in the semis. Ole Miss wins over Tulane. I don't think it'll be as bad as it was in September. I think it'll be around 35-21, 31-21, something like that. Gets by Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, and then I think we'll play in the Fiesta Bowl Texas A&M that will have beaten Miami and Ohio State.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say Texas A&M, they had a great year, a spectacular year.
A great quarterback there. Great story.
But then they get the toughest draw in the tournament, in my opinion. That's a tough one.
But they get the first game at Kyle Field, and it will be, it's like in Oxford, at Christmas time in the Grove for us next Saturday, but at Kyle Field will be the biggest game in Texas A&M history at College Station.
Stats, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. You don't have to come on during the season, but you do, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm looking at Todd and marquee work today, buddy. Just a tour de force. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my friend. Stats Norsworthy of WHBQ Radio in Memphis. I like that. And I did think A&M got hosed by the committee a little bit.
They did.
Because you had a great year. They lose to Texas in a rivalry game. I think now they got to basically run the gauntlet.
Pretty much.
But I think they're a team that's built to do that by getting the first game. It really will be interesting this year to watch Saturday, of course, the 20th. Great Friday and Saturday. Okay. But it's the next week. The teams with the byes, is it as bad as last year, or is it more the caliber of team that got the bye versus the actual multiple weeks off? So we're going to break. We're going to hit a break now. Todd and I will be back to prognosticate on the day's action in the National Football League.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know, Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Target's last-minute deals are here, right on time to get you holiday ready in no time. Snap beauty gift sets for every style, the hottest toys, can't miss entertainment, crowd-pleasing candy, and much more. All under $20. Whether you're hosting or welcoming surprise guests, you'll be ready for all of it for less. Grab them now before they're gone. Last-minute deals under $20. Happening now, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Honey, look. 4 calling birds.
Do they have cell phones?
Well, yeah. They're called calling birds because they have 4 lines of Cricket 5G.
How do they pay?
Oh, easy. Each line is only $25 a month.
Who are they calling?
Beats me. One sec, gotta take this.
Join Cricket Nation and get 4 lines for $25 per month each. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. New lines only. All lines must be selected. Unlimited plan fees, terms, and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G requires a compatible device and is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Southland Casino Hotel presents a Harlem Gatsby New Year's Eve. Velvet and Vice meets Flappers, Feathers, Fortune, and live entertainment all night long. Wednesday, December 31st from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 25 winners will share $16,000 free play or cruise into 2026 in a BMW X3. Then January 1st through 3rd, the $1 Million New Year Roar. 75 hourly winners share $75,000 free play. And at 10 p.m., 15 winners will be selected to receive free play for a year. Only at Southland.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help, quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if you've put off updating your bathroom all year, then now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is a local company installing American-made products, including bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Don't go into a new year with that old, outdated bathtub. Bath Makeover can install a beautiful, easy-access walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our year-end blowout sale. Receive half-off labor on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase. And call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
You're listening to the Sunday Buzz on 103.7 The Buzz.
It brings us together.
And now, here's Bill Vickery.
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling on the ground. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby.
I'll go get him, King.
And the snow is falling down. Well, you be a real good look.
Really appreciate Stats coming on.
Absolutely.
And Dave Latour.
Yep.
Good powerhouse lineup of guests today. Good analysis. I feel like I've been off my game today, you know?
Well, you're not on the road. You're back in studio.
Yeah.
You don't know how to act.
It's been a little bit. I'm thrown off. I'm in here with you. And next Sunday, though, you and I will do our little exchange, and we'll honor Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the New Year, all that. And it'll be our last program of the year. And so looking forward to next Sunday.
Canadian Boxing Day.
Canadian Boxing Day. Yes. Boxing Day. Who doesn't love? Only the Canadians would honor cleaning up. You know what I mean? Like, you got a whole holiday in Canada based on cleaning up. I mean, Boxing Day. Why not have Laundry Day in Canada, too, after a big week? I mean, those Canadians, man. Trump's under their skin, too. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get into, let's look at today's action in the National Football League. Okay. Big T. I think I know where we're headed with this one. Browns, Bears, Soldier Field. Chi-Town is a 7.5-point favorite up against Shedeur Sanders today.
And I think for good reason. Chicago's been, I would say, one of the surprise teams of the NFC this year. So, and I mean, I wish Shedeur nothing but the best, but it's not going to come today. Give me Chicago.
Has Shedeur Sanders silenced critics, or is it just been, I mean, to me, he's not played bad. It seems.
No, he hasn't played poorly, but I mean, I think people are either tempering their expectations, or they realize just how bad the team is, and they realize he's doing the best with what he's got to work with.
Good point. Ravens Bungles in Cincy. Baltimore is a 3-point favorite. Really, neither one of these teams have a chance to make the playoffs. Let's just be very blunt here.
Yeah, no, I don't believe either one does. But
not in the AFC.
Cincinnati's been playing well as of late. Give me Cincinnati.
I think a little shocking here, but I'm with you on Cincinnati. Big game today. I mean, basically, if the Chiefs don't win, it's done. Chargers, Chiefs at Arrowhead, and Kansas City is a 6-point home favorite against the Chargers.
Which I don't quite understand, but I'll take it. And like you say, the Chiefs need this one to keep any playoff hopes alive. So, yes, I'm going to take my Chiefs. Chiefs.
I hate to say it. I think it's a Chargers day up there, but it is.
And it very well may be.
Game of the day. And we're at that point in the season now where you got stinkers and then you got playoff implication big-time games. This is a playoff implications big-time divisional game. Bills. Where's Boston Paul? I texted with Paul earlier. He'll be at Foxborough, I'm sure. Bills Patriots. The Buffalo Bills, the 9-4 Bills against the 11-2 Patriots. The Buffalo Bills are a 2.5-point favorite.
And I get it. It's mostly because of Josh Allen, I'm sure. But, I mean, New England, to me, has been the surprise team of the entire NFL.
Yeah.
Not just the AFC, the whole league. So, being at home, give me the 2.5. I'm taking New England.
It shows what a coach, you see a coach makes a difference in Denver.
Oh.
A coach clearly has made a difference in New England. Coach made a difference in Chicago.
Yep.
I like the Bills, though. I hate to do that to you, Paul. I'm sorry, buddy. But give me Buffalo on the road today. I just think Josh Allen is playing at too high a level. And again, it's a divisional game, usually, well, we'll see how this goes, but this pretty much game of the day for sure.
Yes.
Commanders, Giants, in a game that must be played because tickets have already been sold. New York is a 2.5-point favorite, I guess. Jaden Daniels not going to play.
And this is in the Meadowlands or in?
In the Meadowlands.
Okay.
In the Jimmy Hoffa Gradient.
Jackson Dart seems to play better at home. Give me the G-Men.
I'll take the Commanders. I don't know. But it seems like a game that
it's pointless.
This is a game that shouldn't be broadcast over television. Right. This should be shown.
It's not even worth tape delay.
This is what they give to Al Qaeda detainees to make them talk.
Yeah, don't waterboard them. Make them watch that game.
Right. They'll gladly be waterboarded as opposed to watching the Commanders Giants today. Raiders Eagles in Philly. Philly's a 12.5-point favorite. This is a get-right game for them, right?
Yes, I would say so.
This is an easy one. If something goes wrong today, ooh boy. Jets, Jaguars in Jayville. Jacksonville's a 14-point home favorite.
Duval.
Yeah, we both like Chris Kane's Jaguars. Cardinals, Texans, the surprise team of the second half of the year, the Houston Texans. They are a double-digit favorite at home today over the Cardinals.
DeMeco Ryans has that team playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, to your point, the surprise team of the second half. So, and Arizona's just terrible.
Yeah.
So give me Houston.
It's gotten worse in the desert for them.
I would dare say the Kyler Murray experiment is pretty well done.
Time to let that go. Packers, and another great game today. Packers, Broncos in Mile High. Green Bay is a 1-point road favorite over. You get the good Bo Nix, the bad Bo Nix. You get a combination of both today.
Well, and I think that's probably why the line is where it is, because Bo Nix plays that way.
Yeah.
Jordan Love plays that way too.
True.
So the Chiefs fan in me hates it, but I'm going to go with the Broncos at home.
I'll take the Broncos in a win. I think Sean Payton wins it today. Another great game. Lions, Rams in La La Land. The Rams are a 6-point home favorite.
This very well could be the game of the day, along with
the Bills and the Pats.
Two explosive offenses, two defenses that play just well enough.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Detroit on the road.
And I'll take the Rams at home. I'm all in on Stafford now.
He's your likely MVP.
Panthers, Saints in the Dome. Carolina is a 2.5-point favorite, still fighting for a playoff spot.
And in the lead in the NFC South.
Yeah.
After what Tampa did, I won't
my
mention
God,
that.
don't get me started. Now, 14. I mean, you can't.
When the best thing about your performance on national television is the creamsicle uniforms.
Yeah. Yep. That was rough. That was rough to watch the end of that game. No wonder Morris went nuts. I mean, on the press afterward. Not good down in Trample.
Yeah, no, that being said, give me Carolina.
Yeah, we both like Carolina down in the Dome today. Titans, Niners out in Silicon Valley. San Francisco's a 12.5-point home favorite. This is an easy one. The
CMC runs all over the Titans.
Yeah, we like the Niners today. Colts, Seahawks in what can only be described as a car accident. in that you're going to watch 73-year-old Phillip Rivers. I did see a stat where he is older. Phillip Rivers is older than half of the coaches for Indianapolis.
That's not a surprise.
So how does this happen, Todd? How do you not have a quarterback as a GM? How do you not have a quarterback on the practice squad that you can just say, hey, we got Elf. I know Riley Leonard gets hurt. You didn't say that, but you and I were discussing it during the break. And then if you're Phillip Rivers, why are you doing this?
Well, the thing about the Colts quarterback situation and the unfortunate part of it all is Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, well, that's mistake.
Absolutely, it was a mistake, and it's only borne out in the 3 years he's been on the team. So, yeah, I can see, to your point, how do you let yourself get caught with your pants down like that? But, I mean, you had Anthony Richardson on the roster. You had Riley Leonard on the roster. You know, Daniel Jones was playing well until he got hurt. So, yeah. It's a mystery for sure.
Well, it will be interesting to see. Clearly, everybody will be checking in. I'm going to be watching part of that game just to see. Because 44-year-old man, it wasn't like he was some, agile, mobile. No. I mean, he was kind of Dan Marino-esque.
Yes.
Near the end. But hats off to him. I mean, it's a Disney movie. It's a Disney movie, But we both like the Seahawks to win today. Let's be blunt, right? I mean, Seattle wins this one big. Tonight, Cowboys, Vikings down in Jerry World. It's a must. Well, they're all must win for Dallas now. They're a 5.5-point favorite. We both like the boys.
My head says boys, my heart says Vikings, but I'll take Dallas.
We both go with the Cowboys tonight. Todd, excellent job producing the program.
Thank you.
I want to thank Dave Latour for joining us. I want to thank Stats Norsworthy for joining us.
Absolutely.
Great day today as we ripped apart the college football playoff.
Ripped them a new one.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Good analysis. Till next week, boys and girls, look out for number 1. Don't step in number 2.
And I'd spend all my money on caviar and cocaine, and I would not remember how you broke my heart today. You know, I wish I had a supermodel so skinny and so wild, and a waitress in Nevada. She says she's carrying my child. Well, I drive down Sunset Boulevard, my hair blowing in the wind, and I'd stop at fancy restaurants, and they'd finally let me in. And I'd spend all my money